Alright, welcome back, guys. This is episode 2 of Attack of the B Team on the Bibliocraft server. I am Havoc. And today I thought we were going to go a little into the Tinker's Construct mod. I heard that there's a lot of cool new weapons and tools that we can make for ourselves, and I figured that'd be a great place to start. So I went ahead and did a little bit creative to kind of figure out how everything worked, and then, oh, as I see that Enderman, that reminds me of something. Yeah, so apparently in this ominous woods that I'm in, yeah, the only creatures or only mobs out there are spiders and endermen. Well, I don't know about you, but no creepers around makes me a happy guy. So the endermen's not a big deal. Just keep my head down whenever they're around, and I guess it could be endless supply of ender pearls for later on. Once we start getting a couple little battles going on with some of the other guys that are on the server. Right now it's actually just me on the server, but it is late at night, so that's kind of understandable. So yeah, as you can see, I've already started my build here for the Tinker's Construct. Now I did see quite a few different versions of this. Most of them were sticking out of the ground, and I really didn't want this giant black structure sticking out of the ground, so I did go into creative mode to find out if it was possible to set the basin down in the ground and then just keep the control units up top, and it is possible. And if you're wondering how I got all the way down here, oh, and obviously I can't jump out, and if I climb out I can't take the bricks with me, I can kind of show you a new special thing that I found in the Morph mod. I'm Batman. You can become a bat. And not only can you become a bat, you can do what bats do and fly. Yes, that's me flying high. Alright, so without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started on today's episode. So, Tinker's Constructs module. As I showed you in the previous episode, some of the things that were shown in this book are all these different Tinker's Construct stuff that we can do. A blank pattern made with 2 planks and 2 sticks gives you a blank pattern. And then you got to make these tables here, which one plank with one of these stencils gives you a stencil table. A piece of wood with a stencil gives you a part crafter. And then chest with a stencil gives you a pattern chest, and a stencil with a crafting table gives you a tool station. And then the tool station can then be changed into a tool forge with some more of these bricks and some iron blocks. And drying racks, I haven't really checked those out yet, but I'm sure we'll get back to those eventually. So to speed things up, I did craft a couple of these items here. And I've actually made the I'm sorry, let me go a little bit further in there. I made the seared bricks, or the grout, which made seared bricks, which give us seared bricks blocks. And then I made my smeltery controller. And once you make the smeltery controller, you actually get this book, Mighty Smelting. And from here, it teaches you all the different things you can make. And this is the basic building blocks for just the smallest possible smeltery you can make. It's 1 smeltery, 1 seared tank, 9 seared brick blocks, any combination of 10 seared blocks, tanks, drains, and 1 faucet, and 1 casting table. So as you can see, I've got all the materials here. Now, the basic building blocks is this 3x3 grid, it has to be in the ground, and then you build up from there. So now technically you only have to do 1 layer, which would be this layer right here. But I figured with all the ores I've seen, we're probably going to need a pretty big basin. So that's what I did, is I made a big one. And we'll go ahead and move some of these down here. So I've got my smeltery controller, a seared tank, a drain, a casting table I made. I did make a basin as well, but I only made 1 seared faucet. So I probably have to go grab some more seared bricks to make the other faucet. Alright, so I figured I will kind of make this decorative here, put the basin over here, that way I can put a drain right here. What in the world did that catch on? Alright, and now my pickaxe is done. So I can put a drain right here, and you know, I need to make myself another drain. I'm going to need more seared bricks. Do I have any more downstairs? Alright. Not there. I've got 1 seared brick. So I'm going to have to make myself some more seared bricks. So I guess until then, I do have the 1 drain, which is fine. And we'll just make the other one later. I'm going to put my smelter controller here. And then I'm actually going to put my tank here. And there's a specific reason I'm putting it right here. And I did look through some of the other blocks. Oh, I need to grab 1 more of these. I did look through some of the other blocks and some of the other mods in creative mode, and I did find something called a lava fabricator. Now the lava fabricator looked really interesting to me because if you need a lot of lava, you can literally just create it by running a power source to it and then pumping it into this tank. Now since I don't have that quite yet, what I have is lava buckets. Now this tank right here holds 4,000 millibuckets, or 1,000 millibuckets is one bucket. So if I put 4 buckets in here, I'll have it filled up. And is there something in there that's making it burn? For some reason it's not quite to 4,000. I thought that would be 4,000 per bucket. But anyways, so the smelter is ready to go. So now we've got this display here. This is where you can put your items to be smelted, which in our case will be the ores, or there's other stuff you can do. So I'm going to go down and grab a couple stacks of ore, and we'll try this bad boy out. Iron's probably the most useful right now. Do I have any extra iron? I've got silver, I've got gold. Oh yeah, and I wanted to show you this. So, oh, here's some iron. We'll just do some regular iron like that. So, in Ores O Plenty, or whatever the mod is that has it, I've already collected myself 78 diamonds. So diamonds are not that big of a necessity because actually from what I can tell and what I've read about, the materials that we can make from here are actually a little bit better. Oh, I need 4 more iron, or I'm going to take 1 out. I want everything to be done evenly, basically because when they smelt out, I want to be able to smelt them into blocks. Now, it looks like there's iron blocks in here, and that's just because these are currently cooking in the smeltery. But if you go down, they're actually just hollow shells that just kind of look like it. And once they're done melting, it'll actually turn into liquefied iron, and that'll pop up here in this display. So we'll go ahead and wait for that. As you can see, they're about a quarter of the way done. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and make these tables. So, with the wood that I have here, okay, so I believe it was like this. Wow, I'm just having problems here. Alright, and it gives us these patterns, just like that. And I've already made a couple, so I'll go ahead and grab those right here. And then now we've got to make the tables. So, if I remember right, it was a plank and a stencil. Gave me a stencil table. So there's that. And then it was a piece of wood and a stencil. Gave us the part builder. And I believe it was a crafting bench and a stencil. Oh yeah, that one too. Gave us a tool station. And then we've already seen the other one where you put the crafting bench back in there and it gives you that. And then the other thing we're going to want to make, so I'll probably actually go ahead and make one. Oops. Is this one. Make ourselves a crafting station up here. So I can put this down right here. Maybe just put these along the side. So that's the tool station. That was a part builder. That's the stencil table. And the other one I'm going to want to make is that pattern chest. Now the pattern chest was made by, no, what was it? A chest and a pattern. So we'll grab one chest and put one pattern there. And now we have our pattern chest. And this is actually going to be really useful because, first of all, it stacks right next to other chests, so we're totally fine there. But now we're going to be able to make some of our patterns. So we're going to go over here to the stencil table, and we're going to put our pattern in there. And we're going to come up with things like a tool rod, a pickaxe head, a shovel head, an axe head. What is that? A sword blade. It looks like a sword handle of some wide guard pattern. Another sword blade. What is that? A binding pattern. A pan pattern, a board pattern. So there's a lot of stuff we can make, but I figured since my axe just broke, my pickaxe just broke, that'd probably be a good one to start with. Oh yeah, and just like the crafting table before, crafting station, if you leave stuff in here, it will stay there. So we can just put this whole stack in here, and then whenever we need something, we can come grab it. Now if you right click on your tool station, it actually shows you all the tools you can make on the tool station, and we want to make a pickaxe. So what I need is a pickaxe head, a, what is it, the binding, and then the rod. So we'll go ahead and get ourselves one rod, one pickaxe head, and where was that binding at? There it is. And a tool binding. And now what we need to do is go to the part builder. So we've got the patterns, now we need to make the parts. So if we put one stick up here, and it says, put this there, and there we go. And so we get one tough rod or tool rod, and then one stick. So I can put that stick down here and grab this tool rod. And I can put my pickaxe head and put another piece of wood in there, and now I've got my pickaxe head. And then the tool binding, put one in there, and apparently that's half of a thing, so we get a tool binding. So now I've got all sticks bindings or whatever, but I'm figuring wood's probably not what I want to do, so I'm actually going to go ahead and make a pickaxe head with this iron I have here. Oh, maybe I need some more. Maybe the iron can't be done here? Huh. Maybe I can do it with stone or something like that. Maybe I need to wait till I got the molten stuff. Do I have the molten stuff? Alright, so here we go. So I got 63 ingots of molten iron. And this is kind of what the basin does I wanted to show you. So if you right click on the faucet, it starts pouring iron into this basin. Once the basin fills up, it'll cool off and it'll turn into an iron block. So I have 63 iron ingots currently, which if you divide that by 9 per block that you're going to get, you actually end up getting 7 iron blocks. So I'm going to actually yield 7 iron blocks from that. You get a 2-to-1 ratio apparently. 2 iron ingots for each each piece of iron that you smelt, or each iron ore that you smelt. So we'll go back here and we'll just go ahead and make this accent. So now I'm going to go here to the tool station, and I'm going to click on this. Oops, drop that. I want to click on the axe so I can put this here, and here. And now I have a wooden pickaxe. The cool thing about this is without even having the anvil, you can actually name this. So I'm just going to go ahead and name this my, I don't know, first Tinker's pick. And hit, and I guess I got to grab it. So now I've got my first Tinker's pick. And works just like a regular wood pickaxe. Let me see, there's some stone down here I can mine real quick. I think it's got the same properties as a wooden pickaxe. Just goes like normal. As you can see, it's got a bar on it, so you let you know the longevity of life of it or whatever. And so yeah, that's our pickaxe. So the next thing we're going to want to do is I'm going to need some aluminum and some copper. Because once we get all this iron out of here, we're going to need to make some aluminum brass. And this is how we're going to make our metal tools. So let's see, where do I got some aluminum at? Oh, copper here. And aluminum gravel ore will probably work. I don't know how much of this is going to need, so I'll grab some of that. And I got some aluminum ore right here. All right. And then I'm just going to grab that book, and it's going to tell us, in the Mighty Smelting book, it tells us how to create our alloys. I've got the Mighty Smelting book here. And under alloys, we need to make aluminum brass, which comes from 3 aluminum and 1 copper. So we'll keep this iron going here. And so is it 3 aluminum, 1 copper? So there's 3 aluminum and 1 copper. We'll see how many I get these. I can do 3 aluminum, 1 copper. I'm hoping this gravel ore puts out the same amount. You know what? Let's grab those. And 1 copper and 1 copper. Alright, so while that's smelting, I should be able to get my aluminum brass. And then what I'll have to do is actually move this little faucet over onto this table over here, and we'll be able to make part patterns. And, or not patterns, but, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It's these, but it's made of aluminum brass, so we can actually put metal into the design and actually get metal tools. I'm going to go ahead and throw all this iron in here real quick. Those spare buckets in there. And I'm going to go ahead and put these in this pattern chest. Alright, where are the stinking spiders at? They are at me. Where are you at? Oh, you're on top of the house, okay. And it might be time to possibly make some diamond tools until I get all these going. So anyway, so that is the breakdown of the Tinker's patterns and stuff. And as soon as this aluminum brass is done, so I've got some molten aluminum. apparently the copper's not done. And hopefully once all these coppers melt in, we'll get some aluminum brass out of it. So we'll see. But I'll keep getting the iron coming out here. And I still got molten iron and molten aluminum in there. And I'm getting some more iron bricks. And now that I've got these iron bricks... Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Stop that. Stop. I didn't want to do that. Well, I guess I can just make it refill. It's not working here. Oh. Oh, okay, there we go. So if you whatever material you click on is the material that it'll actually become. All right, so did it? No. There's got to be some aluminum left in there because my math. Oh, there's still some copper in there. I wonder if I can pour the copper into it and make aluminum brass. No, I can't. I don't know how to get that out of there, so I'll just see if this works. If I dig it up and put it back in there, is it gone? Yes, it is gone. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make ourselves some parts now. Or some, I guess, part stencils. So I wanted to make an iron pickaxe. Oh, I got to switch this. I didn't put a drain there. So we'll do this. We'll take that. We'll move this casting table to the other side. Put it in place of this basin. And that lets me know that I actually need to make another drain, because I forgot to make a second drain. So we'll put this faucet on here. Alright. And we'll go ahead and put this basin in here. I need to remember to turn that into a drain. But anyways, so now let's go ahead and make another part. So we want to make an iron... wait, I already have that. So we want to make an iron pickaxe head. So what I need to do is go over here and make myself another wooden pickaxe head. And then what I can do is place the wooden pickaxe head on this thing right here. And then I can pour some aluminum brass over it. Am I on aluminum brass? No. I was on the copper. And I can pour some aluminum brass on it, and it will actually make the design here. And it looks like it's done. Yep. So now, if I were to put that in there, and we'll make a copper head since I've got that extra copper in here. And we'll go ahead and make an axe head with the copper. And I should get a copper. Yep. Now I've got a copper pickaxe head. So I'm going to go ahead and put this guy in there, and I think I got the other one around here somewhere. So I'm going to put that in there. I need two more tool binding, or another tool binding, another tool rod. So then I'll put this in here, make another binding. And I'll put this in here. You know what? Let me try just the stick and see if that works. Yes, it does. All right. And so now I've got those two parts, and then I go to my part builder, click on pickaxe. Now I've got a copper pickaxe head. And now I've got this. And let's think of a good name for this one. It's probably not going to be the one I use, but you know, for the time being, I've got it. So let's see. Orange, you glad you made me. I don't know. Nothing really entertaining or interesting about that, but so now I've got a copper head. So the difference is this one has a +3 attack, and I believe it was up there. So it's got a durability of 180, mining speed of 5, and it can mine up to the level of iron, and there's 3 modifiers remaining on it. Now with my wood pickaxe, this one only has 59 durability, mining speed of 2, and the highest it can go is stone. So it tells you like the strength of your equipment in that thing. So I think that's pretty cool. So anyways, we're already getting pretty late into this, but that is, for the most part, the Tinker's Construct mod. The only other thing I might do is, this was a crafting bench. I might have enough iron to do that tool forge. I think I needed 4 bricks. Yes. So we'll go ahead and make ourselves a tool forge too. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this one down. I'm going to make sure that we have our 4 iron. I have my seared bricks right there. And so I believe the recipe was that, right? Where was it? Or was it in the other book? It's in the other book. And what was the recipe for the tool forge? There it was. Tool forge is 3 seared bricks, 4 iron, and the tool station. Okay. So we put this guy in the middle. We put these guys right here and put 3 seared bricks up here. And now I got a tool forge. And this is where I can upgrade and make some of my heavier equipment. So now you can see we've got more tools available. We've got a hammer, what is it, the lumber axe, an excavator. And see, if you see over here, it says natural ability area of effect. It does a 3x3 area. So it's no longer just taking the brick you hit, but it's a 3x3 area. This one says affected area, fell trees, and it's a 3x3x3 area. So it takes out a lot of wood in one chop. There's a battle axe here that goes 1x9, so apparently it hits 9 blocks high. Yeah, some of these is just really, really cool stuff. So I'll probably make more of those in between now and the next episode, but I did want to show you one other thing before we end this episode. And that was this cool ravine I found over here. So apparently, as I showed you guys before, there is all sorts of ores out there. Like, there's just tons of them. But now, watch as I go into this ravine, like, how much material is available. I mean, there's iron, there's aluminum. What we got here? We've got tin here, silver, redstone. I've got diamonds over there, lapis, copper, coal. Wow, look at it. What level am I over here? There's diamonds at 45. So that's just crazy. We've got gold, more redstone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mine this stuff up. And, oh, what do we got here? Essence berries? What are these? Essence berries. Taste like creeper. What does a creeper taste like? Let's see. Hopefully this doesn't like make me blow up or anything. Let me get over here. Oh, it looks like it gave me some XP. All right. Cool. So I've got a bush that gives me XP. All right. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff to mine. Let's bust out our new axe. And I can't get the diamonds yet, but I probably can get some of this other stuff. Like it says I have the mining level of iron. So we'll go ahead and dig up some of this iron. Oh, I am flying, which apparently is much slower when mining. Oh, this isn't iron. This is ferrous ore. Okay, that's different. Let's go over here. Is this iron? All right. Dig ourselves up some iron real quick. So it works on the iron. And yeah, we just keep mining it up. All right, guys. So if you hope you enjoyed this first or second episode on Attack of the B Team. Hopefully you've gone and downloaded the Technic Pack for yourself and you're online trying to either find a server or playing in creative or not creative, but I'm sorry, but single player mode and enjoying what you're seeing on here for yourself. And until next time, folks, have a good one, and I'm out of here.